April the 2nd, 5 a day. So, working out in standard form, times the numbers together gives us 30, times 10, and we add the powers, which gives us times 10 to the power of 11. Now, we can't have 30 in standard form, so we need to change that to be 3 times 10. And if I make this 10 times smaller, I must make that 10 times bigger, which gives me to the power of 12. Question 2, the length of BC, we'll call that x. This is going to be trigonometry because we have a right angle, and obviously there is an angle given to us. So the side x is the opposite, this down here is the adjacent, and that one must be the hypotenuse. We know nothing about the adjacent, so we're going to use O and H, which is sine. So we're going to use that sine of x equals O divided by H. So the sine of 60 is equal to x divided by 10. So sine 60 times 10 is equal to x. Sine 60 times 10 is 8.67, so that is the size of x. Savings account is 10% a year, £3,000 is invested, how much is in the account after 4 years? Any percentages question, we can use new amount equals original amount times by the multiplier to the power of years. We are looking to find out how much is in the account, so we are looking for the new amount. The original amount was £3,000. If it is earning 10% a year, it's got its full 100 plus an extra 10, so it's got 110% of its value, which is a multiplier of 1.1, and 4 years means it's to the power of 4. We can then just type that into a calculator, and we find that the new amount is £4,392.30. They've asked for how much is in the account, so that is the answer. If they were to ask how much interest was earned, we would subtract the original amount from this. A is directly proportional to B squared. So A is proportional to B squared. When A equals 100, B equals 2. So A is equal to KB squared. So 100 is equal to K times 2 squared. So 100 divided by 4 is equal to K. So 25 is equal to K. So we put that back into the original and we find that A is equal to 25B squared. Find A when B equals 10. So A equals 25 times 10 squared. So that is 25 times 100. So A equals 2,500. Simplify. Let's do these two surds separately. So root 200, I'm going to say that is root 100 times by root 2, simply because I know that root 100 is 10, so that gives me 10 root 2. That's just for the 200 part. Then we're going to look at the root 8 separately. So root 8 is going to be root 4 times root 2, so that gives me 2 root 2, and we are added together. 10 plus 2 means I've got 12 lots of root 2.